Hello, welcome to another edition of AM Whiskey Reviews. I am your host, Ben Rosenthal. You will notice I am wearing a green shirt today. Uh, that is because we are taking a trip to the Emerald Isle. The shirt is green, it's a muted green, it's not emerald. I figured it'd be silly. Emerald shirts, I don't own an emerald shirt. Um, but this is what is a very baseline Irish whiskey. You would find this in pretty much any liquor establishment. If you had, say, committed an animal crime and you had to escape the country, you could turn up on the Ivory Coast, you could go into hiding, and there would be a bar that would serve this, some kind of Casablanca like bar. You would find it here, you would find it pretty much in any third world country. That's how totally anodyne this whiskey is. You drink it, and if you had your eyes closed, you probably wouldn't even identify it as whiskey. It could be uh, a new offering from, say, some plastic bottle vodka company. Um, it is, I believe, a product of Republican Ireland back when there were the Troubles, and you had Jerry Adams on one side, and you had Ian Paisley on the other, and you had informants, and people were running guns. The Kennedys were running guns, and they were putting Semtex bombs in Ulster Constabulary vehicles, and it was a very uh, picaresque era with all these sort of salty dog types in their Donegal tweeds, and people would be graffitiing walls on the Falls Road, and man, I got to say I miss that. I know there's a lot of dead people over there, but it was a lot more exciting when you guys were really going at it. Ya Finian bastards. I miss the language. I miss the brogue. I miss all the movies. I miss who needs peace? Who needs peace? I mean, you too was able to dine out on that fucking thing, those troubles forever. And what have they done anything useful since the Easter Accords in '98? No, no, not really. Um, okay, so let's take a taste of this. We're nosing it. We gotta nose it. Mm, you know, I can just I can smell the sheep approaching the rocky outcroppings on those sort of emerald moors. We don't call them moors because I think that would be insulting to them. Moors you think of in England, I don't know what they call them, dells. I'm not sure what they call them in Ireland. Yeah, they told the Irish shepherd, dude, you're getting a dell. That's a reference to commercials from oh God, back when Slick Willie was president. Um, in any case, uh, so yeah, I'm nosing sheep notes, shearling, mutton, fresh grass. They use a different. They distill whiskey differently in Ireland. They use what's called a pot still. Now I don't know what that is, but it definitely brings something out. It brings the sheep out of a whiskey. Um, uh, Here we go. Here goes nothing. Bung ho up the Irish, death to spies and informers. Okay, more sheep, more sheep. Um, uh, if I had to pair this with anything, it would be a very proud, sturdy, somewhat burly Irish mother looking out over the Aran Islands, looking out over the rocky shores, waiting for the hometown boy made good to come home from New York. And little does she know that like he's on a ship and the ship is run aground several times. She's like, "Oh, Faith in Bagora, when is he gonna come home?" And it turns out he's been up to no good in New York. He was shambling around on the Bowery with a burning sensation in his pants that only got worse. It got worse and worse. Um, he was living with a lady of the night, you away, whose name was Erin Gobralis. She just did. That was people said, oh, you want a good time, you go see Erin Gobralis. This cat, I am gonna file a restraining order. Um, in any case, uh, so yeah, he is in dire straits. But oh, he can do no wrong. And then there's the loyal brother at home who's done everything right. He's done everything right, but he's intensely jealous. But he's got to keep a stiff upper lip. And the brother finally comes home and he's missing several limbs. But the mother, she refuses to see it. He's got all these tall tales about what went down in America. They didn't say what went down back then. It's like a real Irish tragedy. It's Riders to the Sea. It's all this very lyrical. So you could just you go see it in the theater and you close your eyes and you're right there. You're right on the Bowery. You got the burning sensation in your pants. You're right there with Seamus, uh, and the mother, the long suffering mother. These are hard scrabble people who live by the sea in the Aran Islands, and they go to sleep to the sound of the waves crashing on the rocky shore. That is what I would pair this whiskey with. Okay, uh, I am going to close with some housekeeping. Um, uh, Many of you have written about how we really haven't had many whiskeys reviewed on this show. Uh, um, to be honest, I have had some trouble procuring whiskey. It turns out it does actually cost money to acquire it. Now, I would consider the last segment of this show today, think of it as like your NPR fundraiser where they play all the segments that made you want to listen to it. And it's like, and like they say, well, here, this is why you should give us your money. Uncle Sam ain't funding us anymore. You can thank Jesse Helms or whoever for that. But if you want your Ira Glass, well, he doesn't just come out of a bottle like a genie. You gotta pay him. Um, and so it's like they have those long fundraisers and they bring all these guests on and everybody's reminding you about how imperishable the show is. And well, this is that. If any of you have any whiskey that you say is going spare, you can send it to me. I will communicate. We can have a personal message exchange, and I will give you all the information you need. Now, it need not be like a full bottle. You don't have to go buy me a bottle. It could be, there could be a pinch left, a dram at the bottom, even just a drop. And this isn't just good for the show. This is good for uh, it's a holistic thing for me. It really it informs the rest of my life, the rest of my day, and obviously, a little alcohol never hurt anyone. Um, in my case, a lot of alcohol really never hurt. At least by my lights, it never did. In any case, please feel free to send whatever you might have to me and get in touch with me. And I thank you for joining me on this trip to Ireland, to the land of the shamrock, the shillelagh, uh, James Joyce, uh, Yeats. I call him Yeats. I don't buy this whole Yeats thing, but yeah, to me he's Yeats. If there's Keats, there's got to be Yeats. Anyway, over in Ireland they have what's called a Yeats infection, and that's where you're prone to sort of jeremiads and doomsaying, just because of one catastrophic war. I mean, I don't. In any case, that's it for today. Thank you for joining us. No thanks to this cat. We got through it, and I look forward to seeing you again. Erin go bragh, over and out.